Malaysia's University of Technology UTM has revolutionized the property industry in the state of Johor by building 2 energy-saving houses using Japanese technology. The initiative started out in 2012, where the houses were based on a model from a local neighborhood, as researchers wanted to build a home that can save energy and give a cooler experience for the residents without having to use an air conditioner. The Nichia's Eco Houses are a joint research project between UTM and Hiroshima University, with Japanese company Nichia's Corporation funding it. UTM's Institute of Sultan Iskandar Executive Director, Professor Dr. Muhammad Hamdan Ahmad, said after much research and studies, they had installed insulation at several parts of the house where it helps make it much cooler without using an air conditioner. The insulation was developed by Nichia's Corporation. Professor Dr. Muhammad Hamdan Ahmad, Executive Director, Sultan Iskandar Institute, UTM, said most of the old houses in Malaysia do not have insulation, therefore they would become hot during the day. Even at night, the heat inside the house will not cool down, as the humid temperature is confined inside the building. So when we switch on the air conditioner, the hot air will be released outside, and this will contribute to global warming. He also added that the research is far from complete and that more studies are needed to make the Nichia's Eco House friendlier to the environment. With an average area of 2,000 square feet, these houses can be built at a cost of $93,000 or 400,000 ringgit each. The research would help change how houses are built in the country. Once the study is completed, the university would need the help of lawmakers to change the country's housing policy and make it eco-friendly. Situated in the town of Los Banos in the Premier of Laguna in southern Laguna, Philippines, is one of the country's premier eco-tourism destinations, the Mount Makiling Forest Reserves, which was declared as an ASEAN Heritage Park in 2013.
So Mount Makiling Forest Reserve is declared as the ASEAN Heritage Park. So it's part of the previously declared as Mount Makiling. It is around 4,244 hectares, exclusively managed by the University of the Philippines, Los Baños.
In this ASEAN Heritage Park, a number of tourist attractions can be found. Some of these are the Makiling Botanic Gardens.
Makiling Botanic Gardens has a total area of 300 hectares, and we have several attractions here that visitors go to. We have the Tree World, which features trees that have commercial value. We have the Lalog Circle, which showcases our dipterocarp trees, which is also our main feature pagdating sa Philippine forests natin. We have our fountain and our map, which is a landscape garden where visitors look at where the locations of the different facilities are. And we also have picnic tables and benches where the visitors can have lunch. And we have the Philippinensis Road down by the roadside over there, where we showcase endemic Philippine species, species that have Philippinensis on their names. So, ibig sabihin nun, yung country natin ang nilagay na pangalan dun sa halaman dahil sila ay dito makikita.
And these botanic gardens are visited for its flat rocks.
We have big boulders of flat rocks. Makikita natin dyan yung malalaking bato na talagang tapos may running water or munting ilog na lumalagaslas yung tubig. Mas marami tayong bisita na pumupunta sa flat rocks as compared sa mud spring kasi ang flat rocks ay less than half kilometer lang, around 370 plus meters from Station 1. So, relaxing yung area. It also serves as picnic areas for other visitors, especially the young ones.
The ASEAN Heritage Park is also for mountain trekking. A favorite mud spring in Station 8 is worth seeing.
Sinasabi natin na ang mud spring is yun yung hindi actually crater kundi siya yung outlet ng bundok at sinasabing habang lumalapad ang outlet na yan ng bundok ay walang possibility na mag-erupt ang bundok. So Mount Makiling is sinasabing dormant volcano. So wala siyang signs of activeness. Mud spring that the temperature is very hot, so we really prohibit the visitors from entering behind the fence.
Concerted efforts are being undertaken to conserve and protect the ASEAN Heritage Park. Hundreds of tourists camped on top of Fuji Dao, a new tourist destination in Chiang Rai, as the temperature dropped to 3 degrees Celsius. The new site is located on Doi Pha Mon between Pha Tang and Fuji Pha at 1,825 meters above sea level. Tourists enjoy the sea of fog which blankets over the Mekong River between Thailand and Laos and the beautiful bird's eye sceneries of Doi Pha Tang and Phu Chi Pha. The average ground temperature in Chiang Rai City is 11.1 Celsius, whereas it ranges from 1 to 5 Celsius on mountain tops. According to Wiang Kin District Chief Officer Tasanai Sutapoch, the mountain top is quite easy to access by car as there is a road that leads up to the foot of the top of the mountain. Campers only walk 300 meters to reach the top. It is part of the new tourist site in Thailand under the Unseen Thailand Tourism Promotion Campaign. The distinctive location gives visitors to Phu Chi Dao a vantage point for all other areas around it, including the famous Phu Chi Pha and Doi Pha Tang. It is one of the best spots to witness the first and last light of the day when the sun dripping between the line of fog and sky. Tourists interviewed by reporters said the views were spectacular and that they would come back again. Every year in Laos, when Tat Luang Festival comes around, local people prepare noodle soup, boiled chicken, to welcome friends and relatives who have come from the provinces or from overseas to celebrate the local festivals. It is a long-standing tradition of Lao people to offer free food and drinks at festivals. Successive generations have kept this custom alive till today. Whenever there is a festival, there will be khao pun. It is well known that khao pun or noodle soup is a favorite dish of Lao people regularly served at local and international festivals in Laos. Visitors giving alms and presenting offerings to monks and novices at the last day of the Tat Luang festival will share food and eat this noodle soup. Khao pong is as well known in Laos as Japanese udon noodles are in Japan. When Lao people organize a party at home or the office, noodle soup is on the menu because it is a traditional dish Lao people like very much. All Lao people lap up a bowl of soup whenever they get the chance, and certainly no one would refuse it at a festival. Foreign tourists are eager to taste a bowl of noodle soup at the last day of the Tat Luang festival. Lao people also serve free food and drinks at local festivals such as the boat racing festival, Tat Luang rock festivals, to everyone who drops by their house. Myanmar's oldest living artist exhibits his life's work in Strand Hotel recently. Billed as the oldest classical and legendary artist in Myanmar, or the warrior of freedom, Sayar U San Liang displayed oil paintings of portraits, traditional Myanmar themes, and meaningful illustrations at his solo exhibition. About 103 paintings in realism were displayed, all of which have been drawn over the past years. Artist Wu Sang-lang was a successful artist in commercial art world by drawing advertising signboards and flags at his own shop in Yangon during 1963 to 1964. In his days, he also fought for Myanmar independence at the peak of General Aung San's leadership. Artist San Liang said that patriotism reflects in his paintings. He said he was raised between British and Japan colonization periods, which were the time when rebellion broke out. Lives were sacrificed during independence struggle. Many were dead and only a few remain, including him. So most of the paintings reflect what he has done or experienced in his life. Every painting should include a piece of Myanmar theme. If you look at each painting very closely, you will see the idea of patriotism, which has differences between the past and today. Organizer Ko Myo Tho wants to preserve his grandfather's paintings because this is his desire to do for him as a grandson. He said he held this exhibition aiming to express gratitude for his grandfather and father. He said his grandfather was a realistic artist who never changed for modern or contemporary style, and his paintings impresses him a lot. Visitors were impressed and felt really attached to their paintings while observing around the gallery because the works the artist created reflected his experiences in the realist style. Visitor Hla Mien Tien said he admired him a lot since he is the oldest living artist in Myanmar, and the painting he created was just not an imagination. For some painting, they were reflections of times involving in Burmese Independence Army or BIA. He painted in detail, so this is really impressive. He painted by updating whatever he experienced through his life. The art exhibition was held at the Strand Hotel in downtown Yangon.